Welcome back to the Ultimate Mobile Racing League. It is the second round and we head to a brand new circuit, but not in a brand new country. We are at Brazil, but this time at the Circuito Brazil, a track that surely exists in real life and for which surely there haven't been any rainforest. There hasn't been any rainforest that has been destroyed in the process of making this track. As we see Piggy go straight on. I hope he's doing fine. It looks like he just wants to take a break there and leave the other cars alone at the front. And of course, this is now qualifying. And we go across the line. One of the Aston Martins takes the fastest lap, but this of course doesn't matter right now. So this track does have 17 turns, overtaking spots probably into turn 1, then possible switchback into turn 3, the hairpin of turn 7, and also the second to last corner, which allows also a switchback onto the main straight. So let's see if this is going to prove to be a great spectacle for these cars. It doesn't look like we have any new drivers today. Oski is back in the Aston Martin seat. Let me just check if he does have a contract actually. No, he's the team owner, but actually the lineup consists of Matt, Gio and Miyamura. But Oski this time taking over the wheel from them, and I believe that this is his first race in quite a while in UMRL. And Pigeon at the moment is holding pole position. Wilger is just 1/10 behind. Let's take a look at Laguna because he's always a good shout. He is just 500 behind if you take a look at the top of your screen. And we can now watch him go through these S's and into this very long corner complex. These tracks have got their technical, not technical difficulties, but they are pretty demanding on the drivers. So you need to get all these corners right and also be smart in the overtaking process. Laguna couldn't improve his time yet. Kato once again racing in the golden livery because surely I did have time to change that. But anyways, I think it still fits him because he doesn't have a teammate anyways. Glacier, by the way, is Alessandro. I don't exactly know why he raced for... he raced last time out for Hurricane Racing Team because the 101st had 2 drivers. But yeah, that would have been good to know as well. But anyways, he did very well in the last race. Maybe his best UMRL result ever. No, it was P7. He did pretty well at the start there, but also kind of fell back. And we go across the line now for the final time, and we watch Piggy, and he takes pole position away from Pigeon by 1.5 tenths. And Piggy, for the second time as it looks like, will be in P1 at the end of qualifying. So Piggy starts in P1. Sadly we can't see the lap times right here, but Laguna for the second time starts alongside him on the front row. Pigeon also qualifies third for the second time in this season. I think he was handed the wrong position in all that chaos we had. Wilger in P4, started P13 last time out. This time he is back. Kato also further up the order this time. He is ready to fight and challenge Piggy as soon as he can in the championship. Malik starts P6, so very good once again for MP Motorsport. Aston Martin this time only P7 and P8, but I think this is still very solid. Glacier, Alessandro in P9, and P2 qualifies 10th in this qualifying session. Nikhil in the second, Williams is in P11, and Skibidi P12, Cat Productions only in 13th and 14th, and the LSA of Frimpong in 15th and last position this time out. So once again, it's going to be an LSA making a comeback. Frimpong last time, I think he just got 1 point. Let's see how far he and LSA can go this time. Brand new track in an amazing country for motorsport. Somebody has gone for intermediate tires because there's a bit of rain on the track and we are already underway. Laguna and Piggy into turn 1. Very complex corner already, and there's the LSA of Wilger going across the sand, whatever it is here, and Piggy is drifting very wide because they're all sliding around. They don't have the tires that are suited to this condition, and Kato has taken P3 for the moment. Malik is also gained positions, and the Aston Martins are immediately there with Oski on the intermediate tires. He's the only one to do so. This surely is a gamble, and now already the dry tires are gonna work better. Oski pulls into the pit lane. He doesn't gamble any longer, and Matt is in P5. Malik is now in the lead, and Laguna trying to go around the outside and back on the inside into turn 3. Wheel to wheel still, he's gonna have to go around the outside, but he's gonna get the inside line in the hairpin. He forces Malik off, and Piggy retakes second place from his teammate. And now he's in the slipstream as we head down into the 12th corner on this racetrack. Laguna on the medium tires, then Piggy and Malik, the two MP Motorsports, charging behind him, track extending in the last corner because you can do that around here. And up the inside goes Piggy in the first complex of corners, but the second one is going to start to the right. Laguna once again trying to hang on around the outside, and Malik has been absolutely screwed over by the two of them fighting ahead. Still wheel to wheel between the two of them, and Kato retakes P3 for the moment. Up the inside goes Laguna, and Piggy just about hanging on around the outside in this flat out complex, but it gets very complicated once two cars are going wheel to wheel there. And Piggy now in the lead on soft tires. Laguna still holding on the weaker compound at the moment, but he's now made a mistake, and Kato is going up his inside. He's going to try the same move that Laguna had to do twice, and once again Malik in the same section of the track gets forced off. Still he hangs on to P4 at the moment. Laguna probably just trying to stay in the slipstream of those people, but Piggy right now is escaping. And we go towards the last corner once again. Massive chaos on the straight, and Kato in second position now. Then it's Laguna down to third. He won't be happy with that. Malik is in P4, and Matt, the only Aston Martin left in the fight, with Oski down in P15 on hard tires now. Also trying to get in on the action. He immediately does that. Once again, Malik gets forced off the track. He surely is the pigeon of this race now, because Pigeon just massively gets shoved out of the way all the time last time out. And now we got the giants of Piggy and Kato. They both have won the most races in this league. Kato on 4 wins so far, and Piggy on 3 now that he has won the first race of the season with his own team, MP Motorsport. Martin in third. Laguna, really not much that he can do there, but Matt is on medium tires as well. And Malik sitting behind on softs, maybe trying to go up the inside, and Matt kind of has been forced off. There's been no contact on my screen, and probably also not on Laguna's. And we can now take a look a bit further down as well. Piggy is in P6. He's on mediums. Then it's Nikhil. Second Williams started in P11, so it's going very well, very nicely for him. Then Saif is a brand new driver. Yeah, I missed him earlier on, but he's racing for Cat Productions, and I told you that they aren't too far ahead today, but this is a nice position for Cat Productions, of course. Then Skibbity in P9. These two are racing. Frimpong goes into the pit lane already, away from the soft tire. Then Glacial Oski, who is pitted already very early, and the Scray in P14. And it looks as though nothing has changed here at the front. Matt has gone down to P5, Malik 4th, Laguna P3. I think Laguna is quite happy with his position right now. He surely would have to, he surely would enjoy a slipstream of one of the guys further ahead, and Kato is just absolutely catching up to Piggy. He went very close to the curbs there and then a bit over there. And we now head into the phase of the race where the soft tires aren't the best anymore. but Laguna right now cannot catch up yet, and they go into the pit lane. Piggy and Kato, Malik as well. Laguna keeps going. We did see it already. There is a chance of rain, and Saif sadly DNFing after being in a quite solid position for Cat Productions in his first race. So we do have the Scray now, who is in P13, and now this time I do have the correct Cat Productions livery, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And Matt is racing Kato here. Matt now one pit stop behind, so not really much that he can do there, and he pulls into the pit lane of the medium tires, which last 11 to 15 laps. So this is a very early stop for Matt, I've got to say. Let's see how his strategy is going to go this time. He surely didn't have the best one last time out, and Malik makes a mistake, which allows Wilger to get into P4. He's also had his troubles at the start, and he now also needs to get off that first tire still. Kato and Piggy running P3 and P2 respectively, and Laguna now pits from the lead, and he's going to come out just behind Kato, and this actually looks quite solid. Not the craziest of undercuts. And there's now going battle going on for P4 and P5. Malik and Wilger are still battling. Wilger probably not able to fight though. But Kato doesn't have slipstream anymore from P, who's still looking very solid in the second race of this season as well. And also holding the fastest lap right now. So Pigeon now with the correct livery of the true Polskra in P6. Also just a bit behind Wilger here. And he's probably gonna catch up to him and pass him very shortly, and up the inside in the last corner, and I think that Wilger wanted to go to the pit lane, but there was no chance. And this is terrible for Wilger, who now is going to the limit of these medium tires, and there's a battle going on for P2 even, with Laguna now having the hard tires. So it's going to be hard for him, but look at Kato's tires, they still are in solid shape. But of course the strategy is going to be very interesting now. And into the pit lane goes Pigeon. And also Wilger of the medium tires after 14 laps. Nicholas still doing very well for the Williams Shadow E-Racing team, as they are now branded. And the livery also very much looks like it. Marta's kinda fallen through down through the order in that first pit stop phase, only in P7 now. I think that's also where he started. So when Aston Martin looked to go ahead, when the other looked to fall back, but now it's not as nice anymore. And there's a fight for P3 and Laguna for P2 and Laguna takes the position away from Kato on the hard tires. Kato seems to have his problems already. Once again, he is willing to take the fight. Down the main straight he goes, and we open one more lap of Laguna versus Kato. Laguna doesn't leave any room going through turn 2. And going very much to the inside there of the curb. And Kato doesn't find any space to pass him on that occasion, and he just falls back even further. No slipstream for him now. Let's see if Piggy's gonna go into the pit lane. No, he's still up and running. So the soft tires surely do last longer than 8 laps. And Kato also thinks that, but he's lost a position for the moment. And Malik is alone here in P4 now, but MP Motorsport is still looking very good in this race. They are also leading the team's championship so far, ahead of Williams and Aston Martin. Cato now going into the pit lane. Piggy still staying out longer, and the strategies just distance themselves ever so slightly, and just more and more. Laguno's one is of course very different already. And so Bituco inherits P4 for the moment. No battles really going on here, and now Piggy finally takes the pit lane. And it's now 4 seconds between Laguno and Piggy. Okay, I don't have any sound. Anyways, Laguno, 4 seconds ahead of Piggy, ahead of Cato, ahead of Malik. Very stretched out at the front now. Surprising. Pigeon, P5, started in P3. Still nice from his side. Glacial now fighting with Wilger. Glacial just making one stop so far, and his hearts aren't looking good anymore, but he can hold it around the outside, which means that he's going to have the inside line heading into turn 4, but he goes very wide there, and that's just the compromised racing line there, and he can't carry as much speed as he would have wanted to, and Wilger takes P6 away from the Italian. And behind them it is Bituco on fresh, soft tires. Bituco really does enjoy those. And also Nikhil, but he's just 2 seconds further behind. And now once again out of turn 5 into the hairpin. And it's just an absolute slippery mess now for Glacial. Bituco and Wilger trying to get further ahead in the order. Especially Wilger has been higher up now already in this race. Oh, and he's just ghosting through there. There must have been some internet connection issue, because he went straight on, and so Bituco goes through into P6. And Nikhil now trying to challenge the Levioso. It's going to be solid points for Porskra. Not something that was certain heading into this race. Still, they do have solid lineups, and don't need many different drivers. Williams are still the ones that have just had, I think, only 3 drivers over the entire course of their campaign in UMRL so far. Nikhil, Jordi, and of course Laguno. 2-time race winner now, and surely in contention. It's getting more and more likely the further on we go in this race. 3.5 seconds between Piggy and Laguno, and both tires aren't looking too good. Of course, Laguno is gonna have to pit earlier, but let's see how it's gonna look towards the end of the race. Probably Piggy's gonna go for a medium or maybe even the softs, and Laguno might be forced to take another set of hards, although the mediums also last 11 laps, so if he now pits, he could very much do it. And he's gonna do it. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be the medium. P now released into P1, whilst Laguno is just pulling it to his pit box, and that's a big gap for him to overcome in these last 11 laps of the race. 4 seconds, of course, the tire advantage right now, and the gap between Piggy and Laguno is going to be diminished, but Piggy's gonna have slightly better tires. I think he just needs to extend for 1 more lap. Is he gonna do that? Yes, he is. 1 or 2 more laps, and then he might be able to go onto a different compound. So the soft tire. And Kato right now only in third on hard tires. Not much he can do at this stage of the race. But he also surely is up there in terms of pace and in terms of consistency. And maybe his strategy is also going to work out very well. This surely is the ultimate mobile racing league here with those top three. And Piggy now pits. Laguno also going past. So he kind of forced an undercut with all those different strategies. And he's 2 seconds ahead. 2 seconds ahead of Kato. And then it's another 1.5 seconds back to Piggy, who has taken the soft tires. But it is 10 laps, or 9 laps until the end now, which is possible on these soft tires, but not necessarily the best thing to do to them. And let's see how Laguna is going to do. And there's a fight for second place. Round the outside goes Piggy, up the inside in turn 2. A mistake from Kato, and that's how fast it goes. Piggy takes P2. No points gained for Kato in the championship as it looks like right now. And I believe that Piggy is still going to leave this race leading the way, because he has taken the pole position on both occasions, which means 1 extra point or 2 extra points. I think it's just 1. I should know that. But Laguna is doing everything he can, and he wants that championship, at least the championship challenge this season. With that more consistency, he did have the consistency in those fastest laps. Those surely brought him a lot of points, but the gap to Kato still was huge. Even though Kato missed a round, Kato has taken a podium in every race but 2 in which he competed so far. One of those was the last round at Spain. So in total he didn't finish on the podium 3 times, but one of those races he didn't compete in. So that is incredible, and that shows why he is the champion, and the only champion of this league so far. But we do have the protagonists right in front of us, and it is still 4.5 seconds between Laguno and P. The fastest lap also now is held by Laguno. And let's check in with Malik. He is very lonely on this day here. 8 seconds behind the top 3, 6 seconds ahead of Pigeon and Bituka, the 2 Porschras. Might just have a little battle here, because why not? There's nearly no one around them. In terms of tires, it is very equal in terms of life right now, grip level, but soft tires for Bituka means straight line advantage. And yeah, let's see if they are gonna come closer. Right now it's not happening. Glacial, P7, Nikhil and Wilger fighting for P8. Wilger really falling down the order here. And he just manages to fend off Nikhil for the moment. Frimpong P10, further up than in the last race, but Levioso not doing too well in this championship so far. Oski really not managing to get further ahead after his gamble on lap 1. Skibidi P12 just holding 1 point right now. Then this Gray, and then Matt DNFing. I absolutely missed that. But he's out. No Aston Martin near the front. Piggy's just been to the pit lane. Piggy's going for the fastest lap of the race. But this is going to get very close with Kato. Oh, Kato's tires are absolutely okay. Anyways, no, it's not gonna be close with Kato, but it's surely not gonna be a win for Piggy in the second race of UMRL Season 2, autumn season here. And Laguna opens the last lap of this race, and it looks like it's gonna be the 3rd win for him, his 2nd win in 3 races. Piggy will probably still keep the championship, yeah, of course, because it was second last time out, and it's just going to be the other way around. But he carries those points, Piggy, from pole position, and across the line goes Laguno. He wins the Brazilian Grand Prix round 2 of the second season, and victory number 3 for the Spaniard. Fastest lap in the bag as well. Is the championship challenge real this time? Is it real for Piggy? Is it real for Laguno? And is Kato still there? We don't know. In this race, they all were. Malik takes P4, so this means very good points for MP Motorsport yet again. P5 and P6 for Pigeon and Pituco. I don't think there was a change of position. No, there wasn't anymore. Glacier, P7, his best result that he also got at Imola last season, I believe. Yes, he did. Wilgrim P8 and Frimpong in P10. Leviosa Sports Art needs to do some work post-race here. Nikhil in P9. Double points for Williams, double top 10 finishes, means that they might just get ready to fight MP Motorsport at least. But right now they look to be as unbeatable as LSA last season. P11 goes to Oski then. Intermediate gamble did not work out. Skibbity in P12, then the Scray in P13. Matt and Saif not finishing the race, so in the end it hasn't been a good day for Aston Martin, who were in third in the Teams Championship after round 1. Let's now take a look at the Drivers' Championship. Revolutionary idea to show them at the end of the race, I know, but now we are posting all the races 1 week after they happened, so we have got time to talk about this, more time to edit videos, and you know exactly when the videos are gonna come out. And so Piggy leads the championship because of those extra points from the poles and fastest laps. Laguno in second place on 46, then Kato, reigning champ, in P3, Malik finishing 4th and also being 4th in the championship now. Porsche close to the top but not at the top as always so far in this league. Wilgrim P7 then, Matt P8 for Aston Martin, even though he had a DNF today. Then Alessandro and Nikhil rounding out the top 10. I think it's enough to just always talk about the top 10 at the end in the standings. But it's important to note that Gio has actually announced his retirement before the race. I didn't know that. Kind of sad, but I'm sure that he will continue in other leagues for the moment, and we wish him all the best. Also, feel free to leave a comment with any statements or opinions, whether you're a driver or a spectator. It's possible that we will talk about it in a future video. So in one of the races, or there might actually be some extra press videos coming up as well. Yeah, we will see. For now, let's take a look at the Teams Championship as well. MP Motorsport 21 points ahead of Williams E-Racing. Piggy and also Malik delivering the points here, then Porsche in third, then Hurricane Racing Team and Leviosa Sports Art in P5 only so far. And this was the first race where we didn't have a one time on the grid. Let's hope they can get their 2024 autumn campaign up and running when we head to Canada in a week's time. Thanks for watching.